One island, two worlds. Haiti and the Dominican Republic. On the island of Hispaniola, two completely different countries share the same land. However, on one side, the average lifespan is 10 years longer, people earn 3 times more money, and poverty rates are far lower than on the other. How can two nations separated by only an invisible border live such contrasting realities? Although Haiti and the Dominican Republic share the same land, they could not be more different than each other because of their economic development, historical foundation, and social inequalities. To understand how these differences begin, we need to go back in history. Hispaniola was first colonized by the Spanish after Christopher Columbus landed there in 1492. The Spanish established settlements on the eastern side, what would become the Dominican Republic. The western side, however, was later taken by the French, who developed it into the colony of Saint-Dominique, now known as Haiti. While both sides endured brutal slavery systems, the economies developed differently. The French colony was one of the richest in the world due to sugar and coffee exports, but that wealth came entirely from enslaved labor. In contrast, the Spanish side economy was slower and less dependent on large-scale plantations. Meanwhile, the eastern side, the Dominican Republic, remained under Spanish control until early 1800s, when it experienced a series of occupations and wars, including an occupation by Haiti itself. After 22 years of Haitian rule, Dominicans fought for their independence in 1844. The struggle for identity against both Spanish influence and Haitian control shaped Dominican nationalism for centuries. Economic and social development. Today, those early divisions are reflected clearly in their economies. The Dominican Republic is one of the fastest growing economies in the Caribbean. Tourism is a major driver. Millions visit each year for its beaches, resorts, and lively cultures. Cities like Punta Cana and Santo Domingo are booming with hotels, restaurants, and international businesses. The government was invested heavily in infrastructure, airports, and safety for visitors. Haiti, on the other hand, struggles to attract and sustain tourism. The country has faced political instability, poverty, and devastating natural disasters, such as the 2010 earthquake, which destroyed much of its capital city. Because of this, Haiti's tourism industry remains minimal. Economic stability directly affects daily life. In the Dominican Republic, the average income is roughly 3 times higher than in Haiti. Access to healthcare, education, and jobs is far more consistent. Even the police force differ, while both countries struggle with corruption, the Dominican Republic has better funding, organization, and training for its law enforcement. Environmental and political challenges. Beyond the economy, political and environmental challenges further divide the island. The Dominican Republic has experienced political turbulence, but it has managed to maintain relative stability. It transitioned from the dictatorship of Rafael Trujillo, one of Latin America's most brutal rulers, into a modern democracy that, while imperfect, allows for economic growth and progress. Haiti, however, has faced repeated political crises. After the fall of Papa Doc and his son, Baby Doc, the nation has seen coups, assassinations, and foreign interventions. Even today, Haiti struggles with a lack of government stability and public safety. The assassination of its president in 2021 plunged the country into deeper chaos, leaving many regions controlled by gangs instead of law enforcement. Environmentally, the two sides of the island look strikingly different. When you fly over Hispaniola, one side, the Dominican Republic, is lush and green, while the other, Haiti, is deforested and brown. Deforestation in Haiti is largely driven by poverty and the need for charcoal fuel. Meanwhile, the Dominican Republic's investment in reforestation and tourism-friendly conservation has preserved its natural beauty. In essence, the gap between the two countries is not just economies. It's systematic, historical, and deeply human. On the surface, Haiti and the Dominican Republic may appear similar. One island, the same sun, the same sea, even shared cultural rhythms and foods. But beneath that surface lies a story of two nations shaped by different colonizers, different opportunities, and different struggles. The island of Hispaniola stands as a powerful example of how history, politics, and economy can shape the destinies of nations. One island, but two entirely different nations show a powerful example of how past and present can shape the differences in futures.